was just, every time I turn around, it was just, like,
so extra, almost so extra. My chick band so extra, so solid, no extra. Style on them so extra, no style is no extra. Extendo's always so extra, pray to God there's no extra. 100 nights in the trap was hard, see the snakes in the skin they are. Chase the bag in the V with stars, or a college tour in a rental car.
What's good, YouTube? It's your guys at Westside War, the do-rag demon, the bearded bandit, all that. At y'all with another vid. Today I'm coming at y'all with a different type of vid. In this vid, I'm just gonna be talking, man, about, like, just giving y'all basically a life update and a little bit of a backstory in terms of you know, just what's been going on with me, what brought me to this point, what happened and transpired in my relationship. I guess you could say my narrative in terms of the situation, like how I, you know, how I saw it through my eyes. So before we even get into it, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on the bell so you get notified every single time that I drop another vid. So I honestly, I didn't really want to make this video. I did not want to make this video. I did not. I was really on the fence about the video. To be honest, I might delete it once I edit it. I'm gonna be honest. This might be cutting room floor stuff. I don't even know. I'm not sure. I can't call that. I can't call that. I'm not gonna be using this platform to, in any way, shape, or form, bash Michelle. So if y'all on this video right now to find out something crazy, something, you know, for me to be like talking this, that, and whatever about her, y'all can click off now. I'm just not with all of that. Even, I'm gonna be honest, even on Michelle's video, when she dropped it, and you know, I saw it, you know, it hurt me. I was hurt. I'll be honest. I was hurt because it was just like, you know, I thought we wouldn't take it to social media. I thought it wouldn't be a thing where we, you know, where we kind of like, you know, handle our own situation. Because not always how somebody tells it is the exact way that it is. Certain people have heightened emotions at certain times. And I feel like even when she did that video, I feel like it was in a premature time for her. I can't speak for her. Obviously, you know, watching the video, people who have watched the video, y'all could easily see that in a lot of the video, you know, she's very vocal about, like, you know, pastime, stuff like that. And it's crazy because I didn't see it like that. And that's not the way that I saw it either. Because I'm not exactly a person who, if I can see something as to be obvious, I'm not just going to let it go or just do something else because I think that's what we on, or that's how I want it to go. You know, I always make sure I'm very respectful in a situation, especially of people's feelings. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, that part of it kind of like baffled me. I'm gonna be honest, like, a lot of the video I was like, I didn't know that you saw it like that, you know. So, and once, you know, talking to her and everything like that, you know, after the fact, obviously we've spoken and stuff like that. This is speaking about it in retrospective. You know, I understand how, but I understand like why she said the things that she said, but I still understood how she said it, because at the time when she chose to record it, I get it, but I mean, all well and still, you know, I'm just saying, you know, everybody's different and everybody uses their platform, uses their platform and their voice differently. So I completely get it, I understand it, but at the same time, like I said, I'm not here to bash. I'm not here to, you know, talk shit or anything. I'm just going to give, like, I guess you could say like I said, my side of the story, my narrative, my perspective. You know, Michelle and I, we started out in our relationship at a very vulnerable point for both of us. And I don't mean vulnerable in a good way. Like, we were both transparent. We were both, you know, we both were vulnerability in terms of we had our, you know, our hearts ripped out of our chests from past situations we were already on paranoia. We was already on go. So we both came into this like with not so good relationship tactics for the most part. That's really what it was. We didn't have really good habits either when it came to boundaries, setting boundaries, respecting people's boundaries, limits, respect, keeping respect. And I'm gonna be honest. We came into it how we came into it, and like I said, I'm not gonna throw her under the bus, so I'm not gonna sit here and badmouth her either. But part of me saying my story is me being honest about certain things, whether it comes across that certain way. So in no way, shape, or form am I trying to say it so that it's seeming like with malice or anything of that nature. It wasn't just like us all of the time when we first started being together, dating, living together, any of that. There was a lot of like third party interaction, outside interaction, with other people, family members, stuff like that. So it wasn't all of our fault. And I'm gonna be honest, when you see certain things about certain situations and other people don't, and you trying to tell them, and maybe they don't want to see it or they just not ready to see it yet, sometimes you gotta see if you want to ride it out or you don't. I'm the type of person where I don't understand how to not ride it out. I don't understand how to not be loyal. So a lot of these things were difficult and hard to me when I'm seeing them in front of my face, and either she's not putting two and two together with certain situations, or she just doesn't want to because it's family. And I get it. I completely do. Sorry, that's what happens when you shooting a vid and somebody comes and you gotta like turn off the camera because they all like watching you while you doing it, while you talking. And it's kind of a sensitive thing, so sorry. But where was I? Yeah, so sometimes when it comes to certain things like that, like I get it and I understand, but so you kind of have to take other people into consideration, like the other person, your girl, your man, whatever the case, whoever they are to you, you know what I mean, your baby mom, your baby dad, whatever. It doesn't even matter, but you need to take the other person into consideration. That I had to just kind of like bite the bullet and just deal with it, because it was just like, it wasn't something that was going to change. So I understood it and I wrote it out for as long as I did, and I started having problems with it. And here's the thing about it. I'm the type of person where if you're going to ask me to leave, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to make it a thing. And in no way, shape, or form does our divorce, does the breakup, does us not doing YouTube, us not being together, any of that have to do with me putting my hands on her or me cheating or stepping out on her. And that's on everything. I don't need to come over here and set the record straight and fake the funk for the internet or fake the funk for YouTube or anything like that. That's me saying that. That's me saying that. You're hearing it straight from me. If anything else, y'all don't get nothing else from this video, because I've seen a lot of people in the comments, and her comments as well as my comments, saying that the reason why we're not together is cheating. And she said that at her vid. Yo, y'all gotta go rewatch that vid, because nowhere in there at all did she state or did she even say it a little bit. Yo, we're not together because Eddie cheated or Eddie put his hands on me. Never. We're not even going to run that narrative. We not. So I'm just going to definitely just say that so we could get that out of the way. Our relationship was something different, because it was probably my longest relationship that I've ever had, that I've actually tried it. I really tried. And you can't feel like someone is destroying you too at the same time. Like, you being there for somebody is destroying you, and ultimately you love somebody so much. And I'm such a loyal person that it's hard for me to not do that. It's hard for me to step away from somebody. I almost feel like I'm giving up on them. I almost feel like I'm being dishonorable. Because I believe that we have like a pact when you get together with somebody, and you shouldn't deviate from that. Never. Because it's not, how will you ever be taken serious, and how will you ever take yourself serious if you can't? So a lot of that had to do with that. I feel like maybe we just needed to grow. But the problem was, I didn't want us to grow apart. You know, when you foresee certain things and you see certain things, it's just inevitable. It's gonna happen no matter what. You can't do anything to stop the future, stop time, or stop situations, or how people are gonna feel. She felt the way that she felt, and she's 100% entitled to all of her emotions and all of her feelings, and I get that. But because we've had bad times, and some of those bad times haven't been handled the best, so that's what it has to do with, you know. And I'm not a person who doesn't want to try different ways and different tactics, like I said, to try to make things better, make us a real unit. You know, it's a lot of our relationship, I feel like, was not ours. You know, it's sad to say, but you know, a lot of it was not ours. It didn't belong to us all the time. And I say Michelle and I, so maybe that's why she felt a lot of displacement. I can't know. I don't know. You know, we've had conversations, we've had talks, but I feel like we can really have a conversation about. That's not a conversation. That's her feelings. These are my feelings, you know, regarding this situation. So it's a bit in response, like I said, to it, but not as to the degree, because I mean, if I would have made this video prematurely, or I would have made this video beforehand, then maybe, you know, you would have got an angry version of me. Maybe I would have said some stuff that I would have ended up regretting. But that wasn't the case. I came to y'all, you know, cool head, you know, hat in hand, and very concise. I'm sorry, I had to change locations because yeah, I cut that out of the vid, but you know, some other people came over there, they started talking and stuff like that, and you know, they was trying to enjoy the view and stuff for the water, like where I was at. So I had to pull up over here at a different location, like I said. So we just gonna finish up real quick. I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet, because I don't feel like this is something, like, I'm already over it, and I'm just letting y'all know about it and how I feel about it. Let's talk about the kids. Listen, this had to do with Michelle and I, even though it does affect the kids, yes, but I don't change as a father. She doesn't change as a mother. Even the times that I haven't been in the house, even all the other times when we couldn't be in the same exact place, still, all well and still, I still was a father. I would still pull up for whatever. It doesn't matter if it was a sing-along. It doesn't matter if it was a daddy and daughter dance. It doesn't matter if it was grocery shopping. It doesn't matter if it was something for Michelle. I'm there for my family. So like I said, I had to also really set that. That's more of the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to get off. It don't have to do with putting my hands on her, cheating, or it doesn't have to do with me being lack thereof of a father, because that's not up for discussion at all. Them three things, or even being disloyal in any way, shape, or form. Listen, I was down all the way to somebody's telling you that they don't want to be with you. What you gonna do? You can't force yourself on somebody. I asked her many times throughout our relationship if it was something that she didn't want to, if I was not someone that she wanted to be with. Part of what happened was, with the way that she came in, Michelle was a different person when I first met her. She changed. I feel like we switched roles, you know, within our relationship. And I feel like in some ways, you know, she was looking for me to lead in certain ways, but now I'm all messed up, and now I lost myself because I'm busy being there for everyone else. And I mean, I heard her state that in her vid, like she lost herself. Nah, I lost myself. I feel you, because I did too. We both did. And I mean, like I said, none of this video is in any way, shape, or form me trying to bash or come at her in any way, but you know, it takes two. So the same way that she could sit there and blame me and hold me accountable and responsible for certain things, I can do for her the same. She knows what those things are. We've discussed those things, like I said. Going forward in the future, will we be together? I can't tell you that. Because I don't know that. I know that I'm gonna always be able to be around her, be in her life, and she'll be able to be in mine. And that's not really up for discussion from anybody that we deal with in the future either. because we have children together. You know, we've been together, we've loved together. Hell, we was best friends. It's hard to be able to do that. So I wasn't really able to do that off the rip like that. That's what I mean. So this is a very hard video for me to make, and just hard statements for me to make as well. Excuse me, because a lot of these were things that I had to get right with myself, things that I had to push off. And like I said, YouTube broke my heart. YouTube broke my heart. Like I said, I saw a lot. Listen, I got a lot of bad DMs. I got some bad comments and stuff like that, because they were just going off of what it was that she was saying. Not even for once thinking like, oh, okay, you know, I've seen them a million times, you know, maybe this is her prematurely talking, maybe this is her just talking. Let me see his side of the story. What's Eddie got to say? Nah, I know he wouldn't do that, but instead, you know, I got a lot of different things. So it is what it is, but I wanted to come and get this off of my chest. So I had to go back to the drawing board for me. And I mean, I needed income, so I had to start. I didn't want to do the wrong thing, because ultimately then I will take myself away from my children. If Michelle ever wanted to try, or I ever wanted to try, how could I get myself right, you know, fighting a case, doing things like that, getting in trouble with the law? Just, it's not the right thing to do. So I had to go back, get a regular job, you know. It's crazy though, you know, I guess being on YouTube how we were, and people recognize you, man. People recognize me in my job and stuff like that, and be like, oh, I love your videos. Oh, but the downside to that too is they also know a lot that they shouldn't know, you know. So it was a hard transition. I'm slowly but surely coming back to YouTube. I do not know what I'm going to be doing with myself, you know, going forward and stuff like this. I'm like currently, you know, just getting myself together, getting me together. So you're going to see a lot of personal growth, a lot of self-worth videos, maybe even coming up on the channel. I got a lot of different types of content coming out for y'all coming up real soon. Different types. I'm really going to put my all into this, and we're going to take it and we're going to go all the way up, as well as I might dabble in a little bit of podcast, a little potting, a little bit. And then also, you know, gotta do the music. That's just always in my heart, always. So hope y'all like this vid, man. I hope y'all got a better understanding of my side of the story, or what happened and how it affected me. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on them bells so you get notified every single time that I drop another vid. And what? If you got that energy, keep that energy.